Quentin Tarantino has recently come out stating that he still plans to retire after one more film. So, while I think that he has made some great films, he did do one thing that was awesome. He blasted woke Hollywood for putting ideology over actual art. Putting the blast on Hollywood. Hey, what is going on, everybody? How are you all doing today? I hope you all are having a wonderful and fantastic day today, and if not, hopefully you all will have a better tomorrow. Quentin Tarantino has been one filmmaker that I have always enjoyed. Definitely a fan of Kill Bill Part 1 and 2. Man, I really enjoy those. Someone who has made, as they would say, edgier movies, right? Stuff that if he were to try to make today, it wouldn't work. You get what I mean? Hollywood themselves, they are nothing but a woke trash fire. All they want to do is they want to push their ideologies and tell you what you should be doing with your life, what you should believe in. They want to make you a part of the Borg, basically, a part of their mindset. That's what they want to push, rather than trying to make good entertainment, great stories. Nowadays, Hollywood is nothing more than creatively bankrupt. As we see most of the time, most of the films that come out of Hollywood today, they are just political garbage. For every one good film that comes out in the modern day from Hollywood, well, you have like 10 to 15 more that pile on top of it that are garbage. Now, Quentin Tarantino, though, he called out Hollywood for basically just pushing ideology over actual good entertainment. This article is by Bounding Into Comics. Quentin Tarantino calls out the rampant ideology climate of modern Hollywood. Excellent. Excellent to see that he did that. So, director Quentin Tarantino, known for Kill Bill, Reservoir Dogs, and Pulp Fiction, that's another really good one, recently appeared on Real Time with Bill Maher, where he called out the rampant ideological climate of modern Hollywood. Tarantino appeared on the show to promote his novelization of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which, by the way, he did actually get attacked by a reporter on that film. We're going to get into that in a second. During the interview, Maher brought up the press event at the Cannes Film Festival where New York Times reporter Farah Nayeri asked, "Quentin, you have put Margot Robbie, a very talented actress. Really? So now that's going to be offensive, saying actress? Okay, sure. God, it's ridiculous. In your film, she was with Leonardo in Wolf of Wall Street. Ayana, this is a person with a great deal of acting talent, and yet you haven't really given her any lines in the movie. And I wonder, I guess that was a deliberate choice on your part, and I just want to know why that was. Why we don't hear her actually speaking very much. And Margot, I wanted you to also comment about being in the film and this part." And Tarantino bluntly responded, "Well, I reject your hypothesis." Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant on his part. Because, they were trying to say that, he's misogynist because she didn't get much roles. And he just shut that reporter down. That was brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Speaking with Maher, Tarantino would discuss the problems with modern Hollywood. He stated there has become a thing that's gone on, especially in the last year, where ideology is more important than art. And look, all of us have been talking about this. Hollywood, all that they really care about within the modern day is trying to preach to you about how you should live your life, what your politics should be. It's not about trying to make good entertainment anymore like it used to be. And Tarantino talked about how there's been different times where we've seen political correctness resurface within Hollywood. I mean, he really went into it when he talked to Bill Maher about it, discussing about how, like, in the 50s, it wasn't really that great of a time because you would see that, and then it was like the late 60s where things started to change to become better. And you had, like, the 70s be pretty good, and then the 80s it resurfaced again, and then went back to the 90s, and it wasn't really like that. And then it's like, now here we are, we're like 80s part 2 of how they're trying to, like, censor themselves, how they're trying to change things to fit their standards. He went into a whole thing on it. I mean, he made some really good points. Maher would interject, certainly to the awards. Tarantino continued, it's like ideology trumps art, ideology trumps individual effort, ideology trumps good, ideology trumps entertaining. And I mean, at this point, like, what is Hollywood focused on? Like I said, they're focused on their politics. You know, that's all it is. And they want everybody to conform to their ideology. So that's why they keep throwing this into everything, because for one, they're creatively bankrupt. And two, it's because they're going to keep shoving this shit down your throat, which is infuriating, because this is not what people want. People want good entertainment. They don't want to be preached to. But this is what Hollywood's going to continue to do. And, you know, it's frustrating to see, because there's no art in this at this point. It's nothing more than them just throwing this at you, making this a political platform, telling you, join the Borg. You know, that's all it is. And it's not fun. You know, people are tired of this. People want actual good entertainment. They don't want this shit. You know, they don't want to listen to garbage from Hollywood about their political ideology or their stances. It's not what people care about. It's not what people go to entertainment for. While Tarantino did criticize modern Hollywood, he does believe this current phase, it is and will pass. Deadline's Day Hayes summarized that the part of discussion writing, battles over artistic choice occur in waves. Tarantino said, just look at the 40s, even though it was wartime, that was also when you had film noir. Even with the Hayes Code, you had these dark, dark stories being told. Hayes added, similarly, artistic expression is apt to prevail in the current climate, which he called basically the 80s Part 2, noting Maher's former ABC series Politically Incorrect was born as a reaction to the PC movement of the 1980s. And I think that eventually over time things will change. But right now, you know, it's going to continue to be this war until it does phase out. I mean, recently, you know, like I talked about earlier, Boba Fett, you know, his ship, the Slave One, Disney's changing the name of it because it's problematic. We gotta pander to the people on Twitter. Yeah, the 7 people that are upset over the name of Boba Fett's ship that's been around for 41 years. I mean, it's ridiculous. And then, of course, if you remember, I talked about this ways back with Dave Chappelle about how they tried to cancel Dave Chappelle. You know, they went after him because of Sticks and Stones, where it was hilarious because he completely bashed PC culture. You know, it was just great what he was talking about. It was an excellent special, and they tried to cancel him over it. Even on Rotten Tomatoes, which it's Rotten Tomatoes. You know, don't trust Rotten Tomatoes. But even on Rotten Tomatoes with the critic score, they had a 0 on it because they didn't like it. And then when Dave Chappelle actually won an Emmy, he told the critics to shut the fuck up. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, gotta give it to Dave Chappelle. I've always liked him. And, you know, he did very good with that. But the thing is that Hollywood, this is what they do. You know, they shut down anybody that they disagree with, that doesn't fit their standards or their ideology, and they just get rid of them. I mean, it's ridiculous, but it's good to see people like Dave Chappelle, Quentin Tarantino, you know, Ricky Gervais come out and just slam them because... You know, this is the thing. People are tired of this. You know, people are sick of entertainment not being entertainment. You know, it's not about the art to Hollywood. It's not about the good storytelling that it used to be. And, I mean, I think things will change when Hollywood literally burns itself down because they're not making the money anymore. They're like, oh man, well, our ideology's not selling. You know, like... So because it's not selling, because they're not making money off of these trash fire films that they try to push their politics into, then they'll probably start to realize, okay, well, we got to actually start making good stuff. You know, but I think that personally, we're going to see them continue to just burn themselves down to the ground until something changes. But Quentin Tarantino, smart man, definitely knows what he's talking about because, you know, thing is, you can have your own perspective on politics, but when it comes to entertainment, keep it out. You know, that's the point. People don't care about where you stand politically, and people are just absolutely tired of it. They are. You know, people just want to sit down, they want to relax. You know, when they watch a movie, they watch it to be able to escape the real world. You know, that's the whole point of escapism, is to be able to watch something, have a good time, not worry about your problems. Rather than have to sit here and be like, oh God, here's another political message, you know, as if I already have to worry about that enough. Now I have to see it in the film. You know, nobody wants to see that. People just want good entertainment. People just want to have a good time. People want to relax, have fun. You know, that's the point. But with Hollywood and how they are, well, in the modern day, you're not going to really get that from them. Besides, it's Hollywood's job to pique our interest. If they think that pushing their ideology into films is going to do it, well, it's not. It's going to make people just leave and go elsewhere. Why do you think, people are going to manga and anime, for example? Because it's good entertainment, as opposed to what Hollywood produces today. So good on Quentin Tarantino for calling out Hollywood and their bullshit. But anyways, let me know what you think about this entire situation down below. Subscribe to the channel if you were new here, and make sure you were still subscribed because YouTube is unsubscribing people from all their favorite channels. So make sure you were still subscribed to all your favorite channels. Hit the video with a like, and also be sure to share the video on social media. Spread the word and get it out there. It's greatly appreciated, and it really helps out the channel a lot. Also, be sure to follow me on Discord and Minds. We have a wonderful community there. Not only that, but it will keep you up to date on when the news videos will be released, as well as any other upcoming events in the near future. So be sure to follow me on both Discord and Minds. The links are in the description down below. But anyways, I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful and fantastic day today, and remember, if today was not a good day, tomorrow could always be better. Take care of yourselves and everyone around you, and have yourselves a good one out there, everybody.